A man named Greg Harris uploaded a GoPro video of himself riding his ATV along a quiet, narrow trail. For the first few seconds, everything looked completely normal, just another ride through the woods. Nothing felt off, nothing seemed out of place. But as Greg continued forward, something suddenly struck his helmet and violently brought him to a stop. It all happened so fast, it was almost impossible to catch at first. But when you take a closer look, it becomes clear. Someone had stretched a thin metal wire between two trees directly across the trail. The wire hit his helmet and snapped as he rode through, stopping him instantly. If it had been positioned just a little lower, it wouldn't have hit his helmet, it would have hit his neck, and the outcome would have been completely different. It's disturbing to think about. Someone intentionally placed that there, a trap set exactly where riders would pass. There's no way to know who did it, but one thing is certain, he was incredibly lucky. He walked away with only minor injuries, but the situation could have easily turned fatal. Moments like this are a reminder that danger doesn't always come from nature. Sometimes it's something hidden, placed there by someone you'll never see. And when you're moving fast, you might not even realize it until it's too late.
If you're enjoying the video so far, make sure to leave a like. Your support genuinely means the world to me, and it really helps push the channel toward that 1,000 subscriber goal. And if you're new here, consider subscribing so you don't miss any of these disturbing encounters.
A man named Chris was biking through the mountains near British Columbia. It was a calm ride through tall grass and forest trails. Nothing unusual, just another peaceful day outdoors. But then, something ahead in the grass caught his attention. Within seconds, he realized exactly what he was looking at. A mountain lion watching him.
He's crouching in the grass. He's actually coming towards me. This is so crazy. Hey, Mr. Mountain Lion. How are you doing? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. I am much bigger than you. I'm way bigger than you. Go! There's a mountain lion right here. Right in front of me. Stay back.
The animal was crouched low, slowly moving toward him. For several long minutes, the tension didn't break. The mountain lion stayed locked on him, watching every move. Then suddenly, just as quietly as it appeared, it turned and disappeared back into the trees. Moments like that are hard to understand. The only reason he walked away is because the animal chose not to attack. In May 2017, a 45-year-old man named Richard Wesley was out bow hunting in Ontario, Canada. Nothing seemed unusual, just another routine trip deep in the wilderness. But without warning, everything changed. Right in front of him stood one of the last animals you ever want to encounter alone, a bear. At first, Richard tried to stay low, hoping it wouldn't notice him, but there was nowhere to hide. Within seconds, the bear spotted him and started moving closer. Then, suddenly, the bear charged. In that moment, it felt like it was over, but something unexpected happened. As Richard fell, the wooden bow he was holding was forced into the bear's mouth. The bear bit down on it, and that single moment changed everything. The bow prevented the bear from fully attacking, and the impact seemed to confuse it just enough. Somehow, Richard was left on the ground alive, with only minor bruises. Encounters like this rarely end that way. Most of the time, there's no second chance, no lucky break. But in this case, one small moment, one piece of wood, was all that stood between life and death. A YouTuber named Matt Field decided to take on a challenge most people wouldn't even consider, spending the night alone inside a dark, remote cave somewhere in Australia. The idea came from a story his friend told him, an unsettling experience inside that same cave, and instead of avoiding it, Matt chose to go there himself. His content is known for being extreme. He often travels far from civilization, surviving on whatever he can find, and this time was no different. He didn't even bring water, expecting to find it inside the cave. After hours of walking through rough terrain, he finally reached the entrance, a deep opening in the ground with a man-made ladder leading into darkness. Without hesitation, he climbed down. At first, everything seemed quiet, just the sound of dripping water and his own movements echoing through the cave. He explored deeper, crawling into tight spaces, checking every opening, trying to understand how far the cave really went. But after a while, something changed. He started hearing rocks falling near the entrance, something moving, and that's when the feeling hit him, the feeling that he wasn't alone.
That is beautiful. Baked beans in a haunted cave. Oh my f***ing God. That was the sound. That is the sound. Did you hear that? Look at my arms. I got full goosebumps. It's the chains moving when I climb down the ladder. It's a big, heavy, thick chain. Wind can't move that. I really hope you guys heard that chain move just then. It is 100% now. I heard it before. I'm 100% certain it's the chain that I walked in, that you climbed down into this cave on. It's moving. Now, you can't move that chain with wind. It's way too heavy. There is no wind coming in here. There's no wind even Holy sh**. Oh my fucking God. You must have heard that just then. Look at my arms, dude. Oh, this is fucked. Holy sh**. That's not normal, dude. Well, I'm freaking out.
A heavy metal chain near the entrance suddenly started moving, not slightly, but enough to make noise, enough to be noticed, and that's what made it worse. There was no wind, no airflow strong enough to move something that heavy, which meant one thing. Something else had to be there. Fear started to take over. Every sound felt closer. Matt seriously considered leaving. He searched the cave, trying to find the source, but there was nothing there. No clear explanation, no visible cause. In a place like that, deep, underground, far from anyone else, even a small sound can feel like something much worse. Whatever was making those noises, he never found out. Matt left the cave and didn't look back. Some places just don't feel right. And sometimes it's not about what you see. It's about what you hear in the dark, because down there, where no one else is supposed to be, you might not actually be alone.
Some places just don't feel right, and sometimes it's not about
One
what
else
you
is supposed
see,
to be.
but
You
what
might not
you
actually
hear
be
in the
alone.
dark.
This encounter comes from the channel Life After Kids Journey Unknown, where Lori and Ruben, a couple in their 50s, document their van life travels across different parts of the United States. On October 23, 2022, they shared one of the most unsettling experiences they had ever gone through on the road, something that happened during their very first stretch of living full-time in their RV. What was supposed to be the start of an exciting new chapter quickly turned into something far more disturbing when in the middle of the night they were suddenly jolted awake by sounds coming from outside the van.
What the heck is that? Babe, wake up, wake up.
What's going on? What happened?
Don't you hear that screaming?
Wait, who's screaming?
I don't know.
What the hell is that?
I don't know what is going on, babe.
Should just see.
Turn on the light! Turn on the light! Oh my gosh!
Sorry.
Dude, it's like right there.
Do you see anybody?
No, I don't see anybody.
How the hell is that person screaming if we're not even there?
I don't know, but it sounds like a kid.
Kid just keeps screaming. What the hell?
Okay, the kid has been screaming for like about 10 minutes now.
Straight.
Screaming. I don't know if you can hear them, but it's screaming. We think that it's coming from 2 RVs down that way.
Over there, yeah.
Yeah.
Holy mackerel.
It just stopped. I don't hear it anymore.
No, he's not screaming anymore. What the hell?
I don't know. Maybe he had a nightmare or something. But I mean, the kid was screaming bloody murder.
Like crazy.
Like woke me up, scared the crap out of me. It's like, what time is it? Like freaking 5 o'clock in the morning?
It's like 4:30.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so tired, but holy crap, that kid was screaming. That kid was screaming bloody murder this morning, and I really want to find out what the hell is going on.
Yeah, because it was just like screaming for like 15 minutes and then silence.
Yeah.
At around 4:30 in the morning, both of them woke up to what sounded like a child screaming just beyond their RV. The screams were sharp, desperate, and not the kind of noise you can easily ignore or brush off. What made it even more unsettling was that the screaming didn't stop. It went on continuously for nearly 10 straight minutes, cutting through the darkness like someone was in serious pain. Then suddenly, it stopped, completely, and the silence that followed felt just as wrong as the noise itself. Lori carefully looked outside, but there was no one there, even though the sound seemed like it was coming from just a short distance away. The couple later explained that they were parked in a secluded, isolated area. No nearby houses, no movement, no signs of anyone else around, just silence and a lot of unanswered questions. They never found out who or what was behind the screaming that night. When they uploaded the video, viewers were divided. Some believed the cries sounded repetitive and intentional, possibly meant to lure them outside. Those viewers even praised Lori and Ruben for staying inside with their doors locked. Others felt the screams sounded real and argued that if it truly was a child in danger, the situation should have been reported to authorities immediately. The debate went on, but Lori and Ruben never shared any follow-up information, and no explanation was ever given.
Whether someone was truly in distress that night, or whether something more deliberate was happening just outside that RV, remains unknown. The mystery stayed behind in the darkness where it began, unresolved, unexplained, and not easy to forget.